Hey fam, welcome back. Marshawn Alania here. So a few weeks ago, I recorded a video entitled "The Cost of You Not Having Boundaries," and I got a lot of response to that video. So I wanted to come back here and record another one regarding boundaries and why it's so hard for so many of you out there to set boundaries. There are three things that I'm going to talk about here today. So let's get right into the meat and potatoes of this video. Point number one. A lot of us out there do not set our boundaries because we do not want to hurt the other person's feelings. The problem with that is you're not really hurting the other person's feelings. The thing and the person that you are hurting is yourself. Because if they know that you are a people pleaser or a person that they can just walk all over, how many of those two types of people get respected or get the respect that they need and deserve? I can tell you, not too many people. Nobody likes to be able to walk all over a person. Setting your boundaries is something that you must get with the program and do if you want to create the life and be in a relationship where you feel respected, honored, appreciated, loved. You're not going to get that by somebody just being able to walk all over you. So literally throw their feelings out the window, because it's really not about their feelings. It is about the things that you need. Now, I'm not saying just be a jerk all of your life. No, but if you are a known people pleaser, have heard this time and time again, you know that you let people walk all over you, even though you hate it, you cringe. You are always the person that everybody calls, but when it's your time to call somebody, nobody's there for you. You have to start making you a priority. Set your boundaries. Setting boundaries is sexy. Saying no is sexy. Saying no is a complete sentence. Saying no, you do not have to explain your no. The answer is no. Thank you. I respectfully decline your invitation. We have to get better at forgetting about the other person's feelings, because it's not about the other person. It's about you, sis. It's about you. The second reason why it is so hard for so many of you out there to set your boundaries is because of that guilt feeling. It may even feel just like when you were a kid and somebody, a grown-up, a parent or guardian, right? It could have been a babysitter. Somebody made your feelings about the boundaries that you were trying to set null and void. Your opinion, your boundary that you tried to enforce was either made you feel guilty about it or some type of shame behind it. And so now you're carrying that into your adulthood. So just like your little child, you are literally reverting back to a little child each and every time you cannot set your boundary because you feel guilty. Again, it could be that you're going to hurt the other person's feelings. That's the guilt. I can't say no. I gotta say yeah. Or I know that I said that fill in the blank, can't do fill in the blank, but then you still let them do it. So like, I know I said that I wasn't going to let them cheat on me. I know I told them that there are some consequences for cheating on me. But then when it comes down to you enforcing your boundary / consequence, you don't do it. For the fear that you are going to lose that person, right? So there's the guilt, the shame, the hurting the other person's feelings, and all of this is wrapped up into you hurting yourself. You're not hurting the other person. You are hurting you. You are the one that's being disrespected, not the other person. Don't allow them to flip the switch on you, or as they say, gaslight, where you feel like, well, maybe it is me. No, it's not you. Set them boundaries. No is a complete sentence. Don't worry about their feelings. Worry about your own. Do not feel guilty about what you're asking him or her to do, because that's what they are used to you doing. That's the way they are used to you behaving. That is why they keep coming to you, because they're used to you being the yes person, the people pleaser. They know that you're going to be there anytime they ask. But the question that I have for you is, how many of those people are there for you when you need them? You know, on some of those days where you really just need to talk to someone. Forget what the topic is about, but you need to talk to someone, and you dial everybody in your phone book. Okay, I know cell phone, but go with me. Everybody in your phone book, and nobody picks up the doggone phone. It makes you, or it should make you wonder, make you think, who is there for me when I need help? Who is there for me to cry on their shoulder? Who is there for me when I need some financial help? Who is there for me? Evaluate your circle. Evaluate your friendships. Evaluate everybody in your circle that is not helping you to get to the next level. Get them out of your circle. They mean you no harm. Set your doggone boundaries, because guess what? Think about this other thing. Anytime you ask them for something, they don't have a problem saying no to you. When it's something that don't sit right with them in their gut, or if they just don't want to do it, they could be a girl or a woman, a man or a woman, doesn't matter. They can absolutely use the power of their no and do not feel any guilt, any shame, or anything when they tell you no, or when they don't show up for you. But they know, even if they never verbalize it to you, they know the type of person that you are. And because you keep allowing them to take advantage of you, that is why they keep taking advantage of you. You are your own hero. You are your own answer. The third and final reason why it may be so hard for so many of you out there to set your boundaries is maybe you are not even aware of what your boundaries are or should be, or maybe your boundaries are shifting and changing, and so your awareness level about what your boundaries are is not there. So in this particular case, you need to sit down, get you some quiet time, and you know what makes you feel good. You know what makes you feel bad / angry / disrespected. Those are the things that you need to write down and then start to enforce by having giving them an opportunity by having a conversation. If this is your significant other, if this is your child or children, if this is your friend, air quotes, if this is whomever this person is, if it's your mama, if it's your daddy, if it's your sister, if it's your brother, whomever, let them know, I do not like this. And guess what? The old Marshawn, the Marshawn that you were able to do that to yesterday, you can't do that to today. The Marshawn of yesterday is gone. That Marshawn ain't here no more. So I'm giving you the opportunity to respect my boundary. Now, if and when they do not respect the boundary, now you have to move forward by making a tough decision to decide to keep this person in your life or to move on. Because do you really want people in your life that are not able to respect your boundaries, but they expect you to respect their boundaries? The thing about this is you understanding that you are worthy of boundaries, that you are enough to ask for the boundary, to set the boundary, to enforce the boundary. Don't worry about their feelings, worry about your own. Make yourself a priority, because if you are a person that's having trouble setting your boundaries, absolutely 1,000% know that you put you last on your list, if you even own your own list. Gotta toughen up, speak out what you need, and if the people that you are enforcing, that you are setting and enforcing these boundaries with, are not being respectful of your boundaries. They're not able to show up for you close. Maybe not 100% the way that you're showing up, but close, where they're just checking in on you, trying to figure out. They're not only calling you when they need something. Like literally, for me, in the past, I'll say the past 2 years, I really, really understood who my people are. And the other people, I let them do what they do. My story. I was sick and tired of always being the person to call. I'm trying to keep up this friendship. Hey, when we hanging out, I'm always texting first. I'm always calling. I'm always available. So I know what you're feeling because I was there, and you got to set them boundaries. Because nobody's going to respect you if you don't respect you. Nobody's going to honor their commitment to this boundary being set on them if you don't honor it, if you don't enforce it, if you don't speak up about the things that make you angry. You know what? That ain't even make me feel good. I don't like it. Again, the Marshawn of yesterday is not the Marshawn of today. The Marshawn that you was able to be disrespectful to yesterday is not the Marshawn you're able to be disrespectful to today. That ended. And you have to be willing to say that ended. And then end it. So for me, a lot of those people that I'm talking about that I let them do their own thing, I noticed that when I stopped calling, I never heard from them. So I'm okay with that. I know the handful of people that I'm able to call, text, that if they cannot call or text me back in that moment or answer me right away, they will call or text me back. They will call and check up on me just to say, hey, I'm calling to see how you doing. And not always calling because they need something from me. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of being the nice person to people that weren't being just as nice to me. I was sick and tired of being a friend to people that were not being a friend back to me. So just like you have to figure out what these things are that you're not liking, your boundaries, and then let people fly and do what they do. Again, I didn't have no conversation with these people. I just noticed when I stopped calling, when I stopped texting, when I stopped emailing, when I stopped FaceTiming, my phone didn't ring. And I had to be okay with that, because otherwise I am chasing the friendship. I am chasing the man to date. I am chasing, no, we're not doing that no more. And so I don't. And I challenge you to set your boundaries, to enforce your boundaries, and to allow all of that other stuff to roll off of your shoulders, on down to the ground where you can squash it. Don't worry about their feelings. Let that guilt roll on, because you are no longer that child anymore. Have a conversation with your inner child about the guilty feeling that you're having in order to release some of that guilt, so you can get that up off of you, so you can set and enforce these boundaries, because you need to. You're worthy of the boundaries. You're smart enough for the boundaries. You're good enough for the boundaries. And you have to believe that all of these things are actually true in order for you to enforce your boundaries. If you're not aware of your boundaries, become aware of your boundaries, so then you can articulate these things to the person or people that need to hear them, including but not limited to your partner or spouse. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I'm Marshawn Olanio, your favorite shift relationship strategist. And so if you need some help with stop being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you want to come together with a group of Black women that really are up leveling their life, not only in their relationships, but their life overall, so they can really create the life that they're proud to be a part of, and you want to be a part of that community, that feeling that you get where you're able to just come and be you. You don't have to put on a face or put on a mask to be there. Reach out to me. We can see how we can work together. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I'll see you in the next Ask Marshawn. Deuces, y'all.